since you can program, you essentially can program it to do what you want. You know, 'cause I think
Yeah.
once you get the thing, I'm a little more comfortable with my programming than I am with my electronics skills. We'll put it that way.
Yeah, I actually wrote the code for John for the ESP32 on that board. Or
Oh,
the
cool.
actually it's on two boards. It's on the
Yeah,
it's also on the VGA. Yeah, it's on the VGA, his FPGA VGA board, and it's on
the
some other board.
dual SD, the dual
Oh yeah,
SD one.
okay.
Yeah, I actually have one of those. I've never actually gotten a chance to. Soldered it all up, put it aside, and never got back to getting to it. I really have to do that one of these days.
Terry,
The
what's
ESP32s I've written code in the Arduino IDE, but I want to move over to the whatever it is, the ESP32
yeah,
IDE, because that's a lot more sophisticated.
Yeah,
that's what I'm just gonna ask which tools you've used, and it's the Espressif or what's it called?
Yeah, I can't remember it either.
Platform IO.
Platform, yeah, platform.
Yeah, I want to do the same thing. I want to move over to Platform IO because I think the Arduino is kind of a pain.
Yeah, yeah. The platform IO does, I think, will work a lot better.
I think so too.
And I'm also, as I said, I'm also thinking about using the Pico
Hmm.
on the floppy disk controller because it has those PIOs that you can program to do a lot of fun stuff. And I still want, I'm still very interested in the Pico because the 2350 Pico 2, because it's also being used in that logic analyzer and a
Hmm.
bunch of other things I see now, signal generators and a bunch of other stuff. So it looks like
yeah.
a good potential option.
What are you guys talking about?
Oh, microcontrollers, ESP32s and Picos and stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, these like these things. Yeah.
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 We were talking about
Controllers, all kinds of stuff.
both Terry and I have worked in the Arduino IDE, and we want to start using the Platform IO instead.
Yeah. The little
Is that,
Pico.
is that free or the platform IO or is
Mhm.
it
Yeah.
okay? Okay. I essentially I just did exactly what you did with the few ESP32s is just moved from just kept the Arduino software and just moved the installed the few packages that it needed to get it to work with it or
Yeah.
whatever
I think
so
And that
I think the FujiNet stuff is in Platform IO.
yeah.
could be.
I believe so.
Hmm.
Which, of course, that was at the top of the list at one point in time. Now it's who knows what it
Yeah, that's how the lists go. It's you start getting momentum in a direction and you don't want to stop.
is.
So yeah.
Here's one of the here's one of the other toys I just got. And this is what I had in mind when I was talking about the ESP32. It's basically it's got a 10-inch LCD 1024 by 600, I think.
Yeah.
And it's got an ESP32 on it. It runs apparently they run LVGL graphics. So it looks very cool.
Is it touch or is it just display?
It's a touch.
There's your new front panel.
Exactly. That's exactly why I bought it. I was
Virtual
thinking of,
virtual front panel.
yep,
What
that's
what that
exactly what I was thinking.
what that thing run?
About $60,
Oh my gosh, that's cheap.
60 or $70, something like
Can,
that.
can you post a link in the chat if you have
Um,
that available?
Just think, Terry,
I went to
you could
Google for
put
it.
that in front of your S100, and you can press a button on one end, and it looks like an IMSAI, and then press the button right below it, and boom, it's an Altair.
well, that's what I was thinking. Plus, I was really
Yeah.
thinking of having it act as the terminal,
Yeah.
virtual
Yeah,
terminal,
yeah,
and a programmable front panel where you can make it binary, hex, octal.
yeah. There you
Yeah,
are.
all that stuff I was asking for. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
a logic analyzer and oscilloscope.
Yeah.
and a partridge in a pear tree.
Hair tree. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
They don't make that in a 15-inch wide version.
Well, I
Well,
love you,
actually,
man.
I've got some similar LCDs that don't have an ESP32 on them that I bought for that same idea, 13-inch or 15-inch.
Mhm.
But it didn't have the processor. This is all in one. It's got
Yeah.
Cool.
speakers. It's got mounts and things for speakers. It's got the ESP32. It's got a camera position. You
There
could
you
make
are.
this thing a hell of a lot smarter than your S100 machine and
Yeah, I
stick
want
it
to
on
hear.
front of
That's
the S100.
that's from Pino. I want, but since you have the speakers, we need the click noise as you're pressing the screen. It has to
Right.
sound like you're clicking something.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's got I think 20 pins of GPIO from the
Yeah. Oh, there you
ESP32
are.
right here.
Mhm.
Yeah.
SD
That
socket.
That's
actually, that's really
awesome.
promising. That is cool.
Yeah. I'll have to learn a hell of a lot more though. Let me see if I can. I'm going to have to go off of Zoom for a minute, see if I can find. Oh, yeah. The mouse doesn't work on my iPad.
Mm.
Yeah, probably in another month they'll have a 16-inch wide version.
Yeah, it could be. This is from CrowPie,
Yeah, tech never stops moving.
Crow Panel. But one of the other companies that does a lot of graphics has very similar. In fact, I think specs are almost
So
identical.
what other projects are people working on?
I've been just going down my list of trying to get
You lost audio, Walt, I think.
old programs converted to work on the Dazzler.
I hear him.
Yeah, I'm hearing Walt.
Yeah, I hear you now too.
Okay.
Okay, chat.
I got the Knights Tour working on Dazzler. That Eight Queens problem on Dazzler.
Yeah. That Queen's 8 thing. I saw Mike posted something, 1.5 seconds or something,
Yeah,
or
but
whatever.
his doesn't run on the Dazzler. It just does it on.
I get it, but it was just that he wrote it and then he scraped out another half a second or something on it. I thought that was to me that's what I'm looking at the code saying that's that's the kind of code I look at that and I was like, there's something I can learn. Somebody optimized some assembler. That's to me I get into that. So
Somebody try that and see if that link works.
It sure does.
Okay, great. That's the first time I've pasted a link in with my iPad.
Oh, thanks, mucho.
wait, it said I just ordered 10 of them. How'd that happen?
I don't remember the
There he
exact
gets a
price, but
kickback too.
I think the base price is
Yeah,
like
the kickback model.
$60.
Yeah.
Now everybody's
No,
got to go to that website and click on contact and ask them if they have a 15 or 16-inch version of it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but there won't be $60. It'll be 160 or two. $60
Oh,
is great for playing and
no.
learning.
It'll drive that one down to $30, and the new one will be 60.
Oh, you can get a matter option. That's cool.
Yeah.
Have it control your house.
I think, what is it, Electro? What's the other company that does a lot of LCD graphics or LCD displays?
Yeah, this one's Electro. Yeah.
Okay.
That's why when I hit refresh the page, the price goes to $53.90. Then as soon as the refresh finishes, it goes back up to $60. So I guess I got to add it to the cart when it's during the refresh.
That's right.
Oh, it's probably adding the LO if you unclick SX1262, whatever that is, that'll take it back down to 53.90. I don't know.
They sell with it options, which I bought the I2C expander and some I2C cables since they were so cheap.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Which are actually, what are they called? I2C or I2C there.
There isn't a tariff on this, is there?
A what?
Tariff.
Is it coming from outside the country or is this local?
Well, I got it in like less than a week, and I haven't been charged anything extra so far.
Okay,
Yeah. Okay.
maybe it is
Of
more.
course.
It's
Oh yeah.
Oh no,
Oh
I
yeah.
think
There's a. Go ahead. Sorry.
it came via Bofo. You know, some of the Chinese stuff comes from Bofo anymore,
Yeah.
shipped from BOFOO.
Hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. There's
Different
option for
format
the camera
than
stuff.
shipping.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't get the camera option, but I
Yeah.
figure I got so many of those DSR cameras laying around with other projects that I don't really need to buy it from them.
Yeah. That is actually really cool.
Now, here's the caveat. I'm not sure I'll ever get time to do anything at all with it. So don't count on me to actually write anything useful.
Oh, we were expecting a demo next week.
Yeah.
That's pretty much how this works. You know, somebody tells me something, I'm asking for a demo the week later.
Here's next week's demo.
What, you're not going to have multiplayer Pac-Man running on it next week?
Uh,
Probably not. But yeah,
uh,
I've got some
that was
LVGL code that I might try on it.
what was the return address on the shipping label?
You got me. Oh, wait a minute. I do still have the box up here. I thought I had taken it out to the garage.
Huh.
Yeah, no, I noticed the last few things I've had I order from like AliExpress or something, it gets repackaged. It goes in and
Yeah.
then it gets shipped from Jersey or something.
It's
Yeah.
not Bofo, it's Gofo,
Go for it.
which
GoFo,
is suspiciously
Mofo.
like
No.
something similar.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
Pot,
Gofo
what does that say?
yourself.
Pot sticker or pot? What's that say to the
Post
side?
link.
Post link. Okay, my eyes are shot. So okay,
Could be
cool.
butt sticker. Who knows?
Well, you know,
Uh,
I
I
can't
see you
find
all
an
guys in
address on their
t-shirts. It's cold
website.
up here. Oh, geez. What's that? Sorry, Walt.
They don't show any addresses on their website.
Let's see, it's shipped from, oh, it's shipped from Rancho Cucamonga.
oh, one of those
Okay.
four California counties. Okay.
Yep, Rancho Cucamonga. I remember that name.
Yep.
Yeah,
I've
so
been there.
those most likely it comes from China and the company has a warehouse there, so they get past the tariffs and then from there it gets sent out.
Yeah.
Tim, you're muted. You're muted, bud.
So Rancho Cucamonga, I used to work there back in the early 80s, but it's just warehouses and
Yeah.
Yeah.
small factories. Nobody actually lives there, I don't think.
Oh, by the way, you guys were right. The ZPU, the Kremenko ZPU was fine. It was my motherboard. I had all the jumpers set. I must have put them on the nine slot motherboard.
Mhm.
I must had all those jumpers for the pin 53 and all that. As soon as I removed those, everything just started working. I've been able to get the 16 FD floppy hook to it. I actually was using some of the dynamic RAM, which is the first time I've used dynamic RAM. I had three boards, two of them sort of work, and then the third one just kind of puts the system into a weird state. So I actually put Mike's card in there, and then yeah, I booted get into RDOS and then booted into CDOS. But the way I'm doing it is I used a GoTech
Mhm.
and was able to get the GoTech to boot. But so far, I can only get it to boot one image off of Mike's site. Actually, I've tried all images for everybody else. I'm getting like weird errors.
So you've got to
The
be careful with images, disk images, because
Yeah,
not all the disk image is a direct reflection of a specific disk of maybe of different sizes.
yeah,
And I was looking into a bunch of the CPM images that are out there, the CompuPro CPM master disks.
yeah,
And I downloaded a whole set that I found on this site when Peter was trying to bring his system up.
yeah.
Um, and what I discovered was only two or three of them were 8-inch diskettes. Some were 5 and a
Yeah.
quarter, some were 3.5. So when you start looking, if you use that, what's that tool called? Yeah,
HXC.
HXC
Yeah.
floppy emulator. If you use that
Yeah.
tool, you can look at the actual sectors and see what the disk format is. So sometimes you go in there and you go, oh, one of the ones Peter was trying to use, when I went in and looked at it,
Yeah.
the boot sector was missing on
Yeah.
the image.
Well, what's even worse with CompuPro is some of them are single-sided and some are
Right.
double-sided, and
Yeah.
the boot sector is written in single density, and the rest
Right.
of it is in double
Yep.
Oh,
density.
yeah. That's Kremenko does that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So, but
Yeah.
I found if
Yeah.
you use the HXC floppy emulator software, you could look at the image directly, and then you
Yeah.
can bring it up in the visualizer, the diskette visualizer, so you can see all the tracks and the sectors, and then mouse over them and find the contents. And it's a really good way to figure out what you've actually got and whether
I,
it's
I,
what you think you've got. And then you could
I,
also use that to output different formats. But
yeah.
yeah,
I can
anyway,
say
that
one
was
word. One word here. Linux.
Hmm.
I do have that program, but I have the command line version of it. And then,
yeah,
what I use it for is to look at the image and actually convert it, because a lot of times they're coming in IMDs. I need them I want them in the HFE format. So
yeah,
conversion's working great. But yeah,
yeah.
the GUI, I'm coming up a little short on that. I do have a Windows system that I could use,
You might want to
but
try
it's
that.
Windows 10. Oh yeah, no, I mean again,
Yeah,
um,
Oh, they
but
don't have
no,
a GUI for Windows for Linux.
I didn't
Huh.
see one
Because
right
I think they
now.
have one for Mac.
they
So
do have
They
one for
do have
Macs
one
because
for
I've
Mac.
used
I'm
it.
surprised they don't have
I use,
Linux.
I use the HXE under Linux.
Oh,
You
okay.
using the GUI, the
Yes.
graphical interface? Okay.
Yeah.
Then I have to look a little further. Then
Yeah,
I compiled the whole thing. I brought it down from their GitHub, and
yeah,
it
Yeah.
compiled an emulator, but it also compiled the HXCFE program, which is the only one I've been using. There's one that's the
yeah.
HXE emulator. Maybe that gives me a graphical
Yeah,
thing.
but yeah, the
Yeah.
graphical one is really easy to look at disk images and find out what you've actually got as opposed to whatever somebody wrote in the description
Yeah.
because they rarely match.
May not know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's it. So yeah, that's what I've been fight.
yeah,
I was, great success. You should have been with Jackson, my dog, and I when I got it to work. I was really excited, even with the GoTech.
yeah.
Then I promptly turned around and grabbed the old drives out of the Kremenko Z2 that I had, and one promptly smoked up on me as soon as it got a little power to it. It's like, okay. The other one doesn't turn yet,
Yeah,
so I that's where the GoTech kind of
yeah.
is kind of covering me right now.
Oh, yeah. I love the emulators because
Yeah.
yeah, it's I don't have to risk any of my originals. I just make copies and stick them in the emulator, and if I
Oh,
screw them up, I just make a new
yeah.
copy.
Actually, it does have the GUI. I didn't realize. Again, the whole time I've been. So I'm wrong. I apologize. There is a HXC floppy emulator, which
Right,
brings up that gray emulating screen where I'm sure I can
right.
load the image and look at it. Okay, I
So
got to find
awesome.
out what. I got to find out what's different, because, like I said, right now I have one image from Mike's site that was it was actually basic.
Hmm.
I tried everything, all the CPMs and all, none of them were working. I downloaded a version of 16K basic, and it booted. It's like, oh, this is
Huh.
great with CDOS on it and a few options and stuff. But I have not been able to get any of the other ones. Again, the card I'm using, F16FD, also has two separate 50 pin and a 34 pin connector, and the 50 pin for the 8-inch drives, I think, is looking for not the Shugart standard, but not Pertec. It's looking for
Mm.
another standard, and I think I found something on
Yeah,
Mike's site about jumpering it so it'll let me switch.
right.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll say chances are if you've got an image that's for an 8-inch floppy, you would
Yeah,
have to run your GoTech through a 34 to 8 50 pin connector and then into the
yeah.
50 because that way the card will say, "Oh, I think this is an 8-inch drive."
Oh yeah, that's what I was doing. Yeah, I have one of
Right.
those
Whereas if
jumpers.
it think if the image is from a 5 and a quarter, You probably need to run it through directly from the 34-pin connector on the controller.
And that's the one that works right now. The 5 1/4 one's working.
Right.
I thought I had images that were 8 inch, and I
Right.
hooked up the 8 inch drive, and I couldn't get any of them to do anything.
Right.
So I'll get there. But yeah. There's a lot of little
Right.
little things, and then there's a whole bunch of settings within that FF
Oh,
config, and and the AI kind of helps for a few
yeah.
things, but then you know they kind of lose at certain points. So that was that, and then
Yeah.
I'm replacing capacitors on the teletype. The teletype, this one's the ACR33 with the punch and the reader on it.
Oh, the big one.
Yeah, the other one was a KSR that restored, and that's working fine. But the ASR, I was getting some weird results, and there's a guy that kind of befriended me, Wayne, from the Green Keys group. I don't remember
Mhm.
his last name, but really friendly. He's helped me out, knows everything. And the other day I was getting a buzzing. I just turn on the power, and you hear this buzz. It's like it sounds like something chattering, and he says, "No, that capacitor is bad," and it literally, right down to it, and didn't. It wasn't dangerous. I was bulged or anything. Visually, it looked fine, but
Right.
I think it's just 50 something years old, if not older. I don't remember the age. So
Mm,
so those are two things I did. So
yeah.
I'm done.
I got lucky. I've Paul, the guy at JM Precision in UK that sells the OP80s.
Jerry,
Yeah.
yeah.
He refuses to send anything to the US.
Right.
And so Paul was going to try and do it, but Paul gave up. And then I tried to get Paul's address to order the thing and have him send it to Paul.
Mm-hmm.
But Paul hasn't answered my emails about it with an address. But then last week, I found a paper tape reader online for $59.
Oh, cool.
It's smaller than the size of a piece of paper. And so that should be coming in the mail tomorrow.
Oh, so you found one ready built.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
mechanical one. And, it's got
Oh,
the
wow.
motors and
do you have
everything.
a brand of it? Do you know what brand it was?
Oh yeah, let's see. I can put that in the link. I could put the
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm always always
readers
interested.
aren't the issue. It's trying to find punches that's the issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but see, that's the other thing. Then I found a guy that's been trying to sell a punch for a while, and he says I don't know what he's going to. He lives back east, but he says he's driving through Las Vegas this fall, so he's going to give me a punch.
Oh, wow.
It's
That's cool.
it's a
Nice.
NACT 4070.
Yeah.
And I looked online and I found a video on YouTube where a guy shows how he restored one of
Yeah.
those. But this one's
Excellent.
supposed to be already restored and working. So
That's
Yeah, I almost scored some tape this week, or early this week.
yeah.
It was an auction on eBay for like 7 rolls of freshly oiled new old stock
Oh,
punch
there you
tape,
are. Yeah.
and I got outbid at the last second. And
Yeah.
the guy, they sold 7 reels sold for $105 or something, which is a pretty good
Yeah.
deal. He's
Yeah.
now already relisted them at $125 a roll.
Really?
Oh,
oh yeah.
he flipped them.
He flipped
You
them,
know
but
what?
he got,
I found that guy in Japan that's selling paper tape,
yeah,
and he has like 10 or 12 rolls plus 2 partial rolls.
yeah.
He's selling for like $100.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, I was gonna if I managed to score those, it was like, okay, now who wants a roll for $20?
Yeah.
As long as I have one for when I finally find a punch of my own, I'm good. But it was
Yeah.
so annoying to see. It wasn't so much annoying to see that the guy beat me on the auction. It was the fact that the very next day it turned up for 125 bucks. Oh yeah, showing off
Yeah.
there.
There you are. There you
Todd,
are.
you're showing off there.
Well, there's a story behind this. So I was desperate to get some tape.
Yep.
This is actually butcher paper. I
Oh,
bought
okay.
Okay.
I think this was a 500-foot roll. No, this is a 1,000-foot roll of peach treat steak wrapping paper.
Right.
And I have a 19-inch bandsaw that I set up.
Yeah,
How
I'm
well
liking
does it
this.
work?
This is my jig. This
Uh-huh.
slide,
Oh,
this
that's
goes right
awesome.
on the track.
Yep.
The roll of paper sits right. The roll is, I think it was an 18-inch long
Right.
roll I started with. So the
Yeah.
roll sits in here like this. And what I found was when I try and cut it with a bandsaw, the paper would tear out. It would continually tear out. Well, I watched all the videos online, and the professionals use a bandsaw, but they also turn the roll at the same time they're cutting it. So
And you have all your fingers, which is amazing.
I came up. I have a mandrel from my lathe,
Right.
which happens to fit right inside the roll. So then
I
I
love
put
it.
this in my DeWalt hand drill. So I have the roll on here, my hand drill on the other side, spinning the roll as I'm pushing the roll through the through the bandsaw. And I managed to get it trimmed. I wasted a couple of them, but I got about 10 or 12 rolls that are within about 20 or 30 thousandths of the
Oh,
spec.
that's cool.
Yeah,
And so
the
far,
stuff I saw last week was, quote, the real stuff. So it had the perforations for the drive already punched.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was the proper stuff. Oiled paper with the perforations in it for the drive sprocket already, which is, that's the real thing. And like I said, I was annoyed that I lost it, but I was really pissed when I saw him pop up the next day. He even used the pictures from the prior auction in his posting.
Yeah.
He just grabbed the pictures off the screen and used those in his posting. But it was 100. He's not going to get 125. Well, he probably will.
No.
Some idiot will buy it.
Somebody will get desperate, not see it. I ended up buying some from the Green Keys. Somebody posted from one of the groups, Chicago Computer Club or something, and they were posting and they wanted $10 a roll. They just limited you to one or two rolls, which is perfectly fine. If I see it pop up again, I'll let you know, Tim.
Sure.
I'll let the group know if people are interested. I actually picked up. You can only buy one at a time or something, so I picked up one, waited a month, and went back, and the first batch was gone, but a different color. They had a couple of the different colors, and then they haven't done it since. So,
Here's a sample of my. It actually punched pretty good. I don't have my punch fully operational, but it punched really nicely.
So does your punch put the drive holes in it?
Yes, it does.
Okay, because I think some of them don't, which is why the paper would come pre-punched.
Oh, yeah. No, this has the, and that's probably kind of the problem with the feeding mechanism is because about 4 inches ahead of after the punch is where the reel is, obviously. So trying to get it started is a little bit challenged to get the punch holes. Once you get the punch holes lined up on the drive.
Like I said, that's I think why the quote real stuff has those pre-punched.
Yeah.
Well, actually, the tapes for the ASR 33 are not pre-punched.
Yeah, no, I know. Mine are not because the ASR 33 puts the feed holes in.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So does the older teletypes too. A lot of them.
Yeah.
So it's only some other odd machines that need.
Yeah, but I don't think it'll hurt having it. If anything, it'll just move along quicker probably. I would think,
unless the holes get skewed off, then you're making a bunch of holes.
Well, yeah, you're right. I mean, you hope that when it's pulling through, it's doing right. So that's cool, though. Yeah, that's good purchase, Walt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was, when I was looking at his picture, only shows the back of the machine, line, and I was looking at that, and it looks like it's going to be a great big machine. But then I went online and just asked Google, what's the size of this thing? And Google said it was like 11 inches by 4 inches by 6 inches, something like that.
Yeah. I found a video on YouTube showing one running. I just posted a link to it.
Oh, cool. Well,
Okay,
I'm worried
yeah.
that you're going to get some 18-wheeler pull up, and the guy's going to drop it off at your end of your driveway there.
Well,
Right.
that's the punch.
It's
No,
gonna be
no,
ginormous, you know.
no. The punch is a little fits in a 17-inch rack, but it's only
Okay.
it's about 6 or 8 inches deep,
Pretty
Mhm.
small.
17 inches wide or 18 inches wide, and about 7, 8 inches tall. So it's not that big either.
Right.
It's about less than
Oh
twice.
yeah, that's when Tim just posted.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was somebody just had a short video of
Oh,
one reading.
Is
yeah,
that the one that
that's a
shows
nice.
the 120 characters
Yeah.
per second?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that's a nice looking unit wall. That's cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's really tiny. I thought it would be
Yeah.
bigger, but it's,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like I said, the punches are where it gets tricky because you've got so much more mechanism needed to
well,
punch through the paper.
yeah, the punch I'm getting has 2 sections to it. So you can put 5 level roll in it and an 8 level roll in it.
Cool.
And
That's
it
sweet.
puts it on a collector reel all
Mhm.
inside the same machine.
Cool.
The only thing is it doesn't have a bin to catch all the chads.
Actually, that's one of the things I have to 3D print. The guy Wayne told me, says you got to get yourself a bin to catch the chads, otherwise you're going to drive yourself nuts. So that's one thing missing from mine. So I'll have to.
Yeah, once
There,
once
there,
that stuff
yeah, go ahead.
so once that stuff gets on the floor, you'll never find it all.
Yeah.
Oh, even having the unit open and looking at, they're all scattered inside it, kind of stuck with years of grease and oil, and yeah,
Stay away
it's
from carpeting.
yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
mix that with some dog hair, and you'll have a good mess.
Oh, there you go. That dog hair and Chad, that's structural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Patrick, were you gonna did you have something to do the demo, that quick demo, or not on the card?
We
Oh,
found
sure.
some
Yeah,
flaws.
I'm having to redo it because interrupts don't work.
Oh,
And the
well,
thing
I
is,
mean, no pressure. I mean, if you're not ready to do
No, the
anything,
card
that's
works. The card worked. The other one works fine.
yeah.
So
yeah.
did you look at that Rev 1 schematic? That looks like it's what you needed.
Yeah, well, see this board, I like kind of redid it on my own, and I originally did it without interrupts, and I just thought, oh yeah, shoot, that'll work. Just gotta do this, but
Oh, so yours isn't Rev 0 or Rev 1.
no, it's really close to a Rev 1, but it's not the exact same chipset and things like that.
Yeah, there's a few differences.
Yeah, I'm not doing like a reproduction.
Yeah, I've
No,
been
I'm talking about
sending
that
Patrick
interrupt logic.
unhelpful observations for the last 24 hours. Where I go, oh, I think I found it, and then I go, oh, that's wrong. I missed that.
Yeah, I thought, yeah, I thought of making it simple instead of having because the SIO has like 2 separate internal buses that keeps the transmit separate from the receive.
Yep.
The in and out buffers. I'm like, oh, there's no reason to do that. I can just do it in one. So actually,
Yeah.
adding the fix would have been really easy had I made it 2 buses, but now it's like, oh, now I got to separate the buses and
Oh, because you have to keep the bus driver on, and
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
so like the
light.
status is always there, but you just don't enable the buffers unless it's actually doing
Yeah.
a read or so anyways. So I
Light.
haven't done. I just got to
Yeah.
go through it again.
I don't know of any SIO. I don't know of any code that uses interrupts on SIO.
I was going to say the only way we can test it is if we can find the vectored interrupt board, and because
No,
nobody
you
has
don't
one.
have to.
No, you can just use the PN.
Yeah,
You just use the PN. Yeah.
But yeah, Mike, you have a demo program in your website.
yeah,
That's how I knew it didn't work.
yeah.
Like, why does it keep reading the same byte over and over again?
So the only real 2SIO that I know of was time sharing basic. Now other people might have done it, but time sharing basic used interrupts. And then the programming system 2, you could enable those with a switch during startup to say use interrupts or not. Same with Altair DOS. And that would allow you to control C of an assembly language program and get control back.
Yeah, I was looking at I pulled the vectored interrupt card manual from your site last night and kind of read most of it, and it's fun reading.
That's very confusing.
It wasn't too bad. Like once I understood how it worked, it was like, oh, this is actually pretty cool.
Well, it's confusing to begin with, and then the Altair version is all inverted because of the way they did the bus or
Yep.
something. I'm trying to remember, but yeah, it's not intuitive. You have to really think through it and look at their examples, and then you
Right.
swear the examples got to be wrong.
Yeah. But
Um,
it uses hardware to basically generate an instruction that varies depending upon which interrupt is triggered.
oh yeah, well
Because
that's the easy part. The priority part's the part that is
right.
baffling. There takes lots of read.
Yeah.
I think that 8080 is the only one that actually used
Yeah.
that fake interrupt instruction out of
Yeah.
all those. Of course, the Z80 had to duplicate it, but then they
Yeah.
added a new one as well.
Yeah. When I did a bunch of assembly language programming for the 8088 on the IBM PC because I wanted to write my own interrupt driven serial driver on the original, because the original PC DOS was polled and it was awful. So I learned a lot about how to do interrupts and in the 8088 way, which is, obviously a generation later.
Right.
And it was still, there was a lot going on. But it's similar. It's like a cleaned up version of what's happening in the 8080.
So yeah, I mean, like BASIC used that mainly for 1 byte subroutine calls to save time and
Yeah.
Right.
memory.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was interesting that they put the real-time clock on the same board as the interrupt controller so that you could connect the real-time clock to one of the vectored interrupts to do basically time slice type computing. Not that I
Right,
can
and that
imagine
was
anybody would do
both were
that.
needed for time sharing BASIC. So
Right,
I think that's kind of what drove that card.
right. And it's like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Does the 8080 processor really have enough horsepower to make this worthwhile?
Well, I used to use interrupts all the time on Z80s for packet radio.
That
Those
makes
were,
sense.
single board computers.
That makes sense.
They worked really nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean the one place where interrupts, and this is what I learned with the PC stuff, the one place where interrupts were really useful was when you wanted to start upping the baud rate for inbound traffic, and you couldn't rely on polling to catch everything.
Yeah.
And that's why I wrote my own drivers for the PC that were interrupt driven, because the poll ones would work at like 1200 baud, and that was about it. Anything above that, and it would just start dropping characters.
Well, so college was all time sharing, and in time sharing, you're busy
Yep.
typing 3, 4, 5, 6 commands ahead, just waiting for the MF slow computer to catch up,
Right.
especially during busy times. And I
Yeah.
got so used to type ahead that every personal computer I got, I would go, even the Atari 800, I added a type ahead. I tried to sell that through whatever the thing was. You could sell programs through on the Atari series, 800 series, but yeah, I had BASIC, had type ahead, and I had type ahead for the debugger they had for assembly too, because I just got so used to it in college that, and of course, all that uses interrupt. So yeah, I know that feeling.
So Patrick, you sent the file up, and then actually it's running BASIC 1.0.
Yeah, that's Mike's basic on his website, the little loader for the SIO.
Yeah.
And then
That's Bill Gates BASIC.
yeah, that's Billy Gates.
Yeah. That's the same BASIC that I demoed back in, what was that, like December when I got my punch tape working.
The paper tape.
Yeah, he's running the SIO version here.
Yes.
Which
I
is
ran
still
the
not
SIO
the
version.
original. The original.
I ran the SIO version because I used my IO4 to
Okay.
emulate the console.
And all of you are emulating SIO Rev 1 or 0 with the errata. So they didn't call it an upgrade, they called it errata. So they really wanted everybody to switch
Yeah.
because
All
the
right.
first one had a handshake per byte, which of course you never seen other than that board.
So anyway, yeah, so this board seems to work fine. Should I do we care about interrupts? Someone gonna want to run interrupts?
It's your board.
Well, I mean, I think I have it fixed now, so
Well, ask your customers.
You just did.
yeah, Tim.
Yeah. I'm not going to use interrupts, although if they're there, I might have to build the interrupt of the 88VI.
I'd put it in. If you're that close to it working, I'd put it in.
Okay, yeah, I figure why not?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, yeah, you've done the hard work. But yeah, we could have left it out, and I doubt anybody would have complained.
What's an interrupt? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
It's what
most
I'm
of the
best
people who
at.
use other boards for two SIOs, like a IO4 board or some of the others that can look like two SI, nobody cares because it works. But of course, you're not getting DTR or RTS out handshaking that you could have possibly done because nothing used it, and you're not getting
That's
interrupts
the
because
board.
nothing used it.
Oh,
It
let's see.
looks nice and clean. I'm looking forward to
Pretty.
this thing.
Yeah, basically, baud rate, IO address, and then the configuration for stop bits, data bits.
You're picturing selling it like you've been doing pre-built, or you're going to be doing bare boards, or what are you going to
I
be
think
doing?
probably both built and boards.
Okay.
Because there's nothing really special on this one.
Right. Other
You
than
decide on
the
your special LEDs.
No, there's no special. But I just did add 2 LEDs though, because
are they
I had
two color
to.
though?
What's that?
Are they dual color as LEDs?
No, they're regular. It's just whether the transmit buffer empty bit is on or the receive data available bits are on.
You got
Okay.
all that blank space. Don't you have a great big logo you can put in?
No, I was thinking of putting like some parallel ports and
Actually,
maybe
put a Centronic printer port for me because
yeah,
goddamn it,
maybe
I
an
never got that Comanco thing going.
ESP32 and a floppy drive.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the TTL works, and
Yeah.
I don't know if it would just plug into Mike's ACR or cassette board like it's supposed
Well,
to.
that's what we're going to find out when I get my hands on one.
Yeah, you want me to send you this one?
Can I use it reliably?
Yeah.
If I just ignore the interrupts? Yeah, okay.
Oh yeah, it works great. It seems to work.
I'll give
So
it a
the
test.
connection to my ACR board is through RS-232 levels, right?
Yes.
Okay. Because I've never had, well, I think I determined glancing quickly a couple weeks ago that I didn't implement the modem function on that TTL header on that
Okay.
modem board yet.
I don't know if you can see it, but there's even a little note on this port right here that says plug that into Mike's cool little board. And then there's the
Well,
jump.
that's the part number. Cool little board.
Yeah.
Yeah. It says DRAMP.com Altair cassette interface.
All right.
Maybe make a few more boards up, Mike.
No, I mean, when I run out of them, I'm not running them again. But yeah, I've got enough to last what I imagine the marketplace needs.
Is that a good name? Is that a
I'll-
good description? You want me to call it something else?
Oh, ahead, Mike.
Well, it was the Altair clone cassette interface, but nowadays it's more closely true that it's just a Altair equivalent modem, an AEM. So yeah, it probably doesn't need my name in it. So
I was going to put a QR code to take them to like the website they can buy it from.
there you go.
Yeah, we'll put your phone number on there as well, just in case people have problems.
Yeah, but I can take DRAMP off if you want.
Oh no, I thought you meant Mike. Yeah, no, they leave
Oh, no,
DRAM
no.
on there. Yeah.
This is DRAMP.com.
Yeah, my phone number is on DRAM, but it's a work number. And I don't care if people call that. Most people I don't really get that many calls for any of this stuff, so it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I know whenever I've called you, your receptionist or whoever answers the phone always sounds a little confused. Can I talk to Mike, please? Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, if somebody asks for
calling?
me, half the time that's a salesperson.
Yeah.
And she trying to screen that a bit and ask you a few more questions to find out so just mention Altair.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're one of those guys.
So, hey, Tim,
Yeah.
you have the UART?
Yes. Yeah, I have
Yeah,
a
because
couple
I'll
of them.
send it without the UART because I think it's the only one I have.
Right. I bought like 3, so yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to just check everything else because nothing
Sure.
else really changed.
Right. Let's see. The cassette stuff uses the 2 SIO for the console, right, Mike? Even though it uses the SIO for the cassette.
It doesn't matter at all.
Oh, that's
I mean,
right. 'Cause
you're
you
talking
do
about
it
my board or the real thing?
Well, if I put your board along with this to a cassette player,
Yeah.
then for the console, do I need to use an SIO or a 2 SIO for the
Doesn't
cassette?
make any difference. All depends what software you're running.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like
Yeah.
the basic, I think even like
Yeah,
the
Basic can do an SIO. Yeah.
And
So
it can do
I could
SAO
use my
also.
IO4 as an SIO console. So I could do have both consoles, which is
I think
how I did with my tape.
Patrick has two ports on it, right?
No, on the SIO, this is only one.
Oh, I thought you did two on that.
No.
It got to be too much of a pain in the booty.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Well, then, yeah, you can use a 2SIO for your console because on
Okay.
basic you can tell it on the switches what you got.
That's right. Okay. Okay. So yeah, I'll get that set up and tested once I get it here. I've got all the rest of the bits I need. I can
You put
use
the power on pin 17, right?
yeah.
18. Yeah, it's on 18.
Tim got it first. Patrick's still looking.
Yeah, it's whatever
Patrick's
it is.
checking which one he put it
It's
on.
whatever it is. I think whatever
It's
it's supposed to
18,
be.
yeah.
Yeah.
So does that mean I should pre-order a replacement modem board in case this one blows up?
Again, I need to order one just so I can have one.
Now,
Yeah.
odds
Yeah,
are if you put it on 17, there's nothing hooked to it.
Yeah, I know.
So you're safe.
I know. I'm just
think we need a group purchase here because you know, yeah, you gotta have it. If you have that port on the card, I'm gonna want to have the
yeah, that's a good
cassette.
point, Mike.
Hey,
Yeah,
I'll give you guys I'll give you a 5-point discount if you put your own blue wire on the board and don't make me do it if you order one. Points are redeemable for attaboys and thank yous.
There you are.
This is curious. How many do you have left? Just if.
I don't know, probably 10 or 15.
Oh yeah, we better get mine before they're gone.
Yeah.
But that's
You know,
what I did. I ordered one a few months ago
That's
to put
I
in
gotta
my
do that.
Altair 8800C case. But because I have my power supplies a little bit too close to the back of the case, I got to move them forward about 5 more millimeters before that board will slip in place.
Which board was this?
That's
the
the
modem
little
board.
set interface.
I'm sorry, too many people said it at the same time. What? I had to go.
No, nobody
downstairs.
answers.
I had to go downstairs for a minute.
Patrick's going to get the board. Up, Tim beat him.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay.
That guy,
Yeah,
which is my autofocus is not working, but yeah, that's the board.
So you could easily put that on your board eventually, Patrick. I mean, the only downside is
You wouldn't have the
you wouldn't have
connectors.
those
though.
connectors, yeah.
So then we'd have to make a daughter board for the connectors to get them cleanly onto the back panel, or run them
Or
on wires.
literally just put them through the panel and put the nut on there.
Yeah.
Soldering to those circuit mount ones is not fun though.
Yeah, that would actually be kind of handy then because you can get the wires to run a couple of jacks to the back panel. That's nothing.
Well, when you run out, maybe we'll do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, things have slowed down a lot. I mean, there was a big rush for FTC Plus and 8800C stuff and all that, as they came out. But then all the people who are really cool and interesting and build this stuff, they've all done it. So now it's more of a trickle. It's always so hard to decide to do another run or not because you say, well, this might be the one that never sells out and I'm stuck with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not even selling any SiO2s hardly at all. I sell more ESP32s than SiO2s. But
your server?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Server? Yeah, that's cool.
I just sent 3 out, but I can't remember the last time I sold a 2SIO. But maybe we'll sell a couple of these.
Yeah, I know I bought a couple bare boards from you back a bit, or traded. I can't remember if it was bought or traded. I lost track, but yeah, those worked out well. I soldered them all up. So,
Oh, the ESPs?
No. These are the 2SIO boards from Patrick's. I needed a couple more because the systems. I got tired of carrying things back and forth between the detached garage, and the house. Because I play up some stuff up here and I play down there too. So
yeah, maybe my next batch I'll have a going out of business sale and then just post the Gerbers and schematics.
And they'll sell out overnight.
Yeah, you'll post that sale and you'll get one more order than you have boards.
then some guy's gonna grab it and he'll be selling them on eBay. Or,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Well, I
that's
took
gonna happen.
everything off Tindy. They were down for a long time,
And
Yeah.
and then they came back up, and now they haven't done a payout in
yeah, that's a lot of people are complaining
I
that
don't know
sell
how
through there
long.
that they've got orders but no payouts.
Yeah, so I just put a sign on. I took it. I made all my quantity zero, and just put a little
Yeah.
thing on my store that says "Contact me directly."
That's
Yeah.
kind of good. Yeah.
Going fishing.
Yeah, just if you want to buy it, just contact me directly.
But yeah, I've
Yeah.
been following the Tindy thing, and it's because I've bought tons of useful stuff from there.
Yeah, it's
That's
neat
a
stuff.
shame. I hadn't heard any of that.
Yeah, well, they
Yeah.
changed. Somebody bought them and completely took them offline for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that. And
Oh.
then so far, since they come back online, people can order, but the people who are selling through it can't get their money.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh.
Huh. My daughter-in-law has a little hobby on there. I wonder what she's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know that there was some people like stuff out in Europe and stuff they wouldn't ship to the U.S. That
Well, I
that
Well,
remember
that
that's
that
part.
a
because of
that's a
tariff.
different
Yeah.
thing. That's a
Yeah. No,
I,
I know that, but that was part of the reason I kind of stopped going towards there. Is
yeah.
just because every time I went to found something really neat that I wanted, U.S. not shipped.
They wouldn't ship it to you, asshole.
Oh, by the way, Mike, I'm getting better. I only had to run 2 wires.
Looks nice.
Was that two or all three of them that were missing? Because when I
Two.
looked at the schematic, it showed three where the signal line wasn't connected to the line driver.
Oh, there were two in the PCB. I don't know how I missed running the traces in the
This,
PCB.
yeah, because it's the three that come out of there's three status signals that come out of the UART.
Uh-huh.
Well, it's five
A
actually, but
five, yeah, but
there's three that come out together, and you had all of those going through a line drivers
hmm.
with a gap in between, and all three of them on the schematic showed the gap.
Oh, I think they just had names on them.
Oh, is that what
They
it was?
just, they just had labels.
Oh, okay.
I don't like running wires over the place.
No, I get that. I get
Yeah, I
that.
just do labels. I could read it. I don't know if other people like it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I kind of do the same thing when I started with KiCad. It's easier.
yeah,
'Cause like I said, like I told you last week, I'm very circuit board heavy in my design. So that makes my schematic part easier. I do like the fact that it verifies everything's been done though. So that is nice.
yeah.
Well, yeah, but you got to remember to if you run like the air checker. There's like multiple tabs at the top, and you got to click at the one that says like unconnected traces.
Right.
Because if you don't do that, then you get a board and there's like two traces
Unconnected
missing that you
traces.
didn't know about.
Don't you have the rat's nest on?
Yeah, yeah, I can't see it. It was like between these that just even when I knew they were gone, I like could barely see that they were there.
The only thing I don't like is that when you update your schematic, it doesn't then go delete those traces or you have no indication that there's traces you need to remove. Other than remembering you did
Exactly.
it.
So
I guess that's safer than deleting stuff, but
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm not an experienced KiCad user or KiCad, whatever the official pronunciation is, but
I thought I thought you could just press a button on it. I seem to remember, and it would reconcile that. If you
I've
change
done
something on the
that. Well,
schematic,
I mean,
to
update
the
PCB from schematic or update schematic from PCB. I've gone both ways.
yeah,
And if you delete stuff on the PCB,
you should be able to
then
push it
that
right
just
back into
becomes
the
rat
schematic.
nest again.
That-
That
yeah,
just becomes
right.
rat nest again.
Right.
But if I delete something on the schematic, it doesn't delete a valid trace.
Aha.
At least I haven't. I am no expert.
Yeah, I don't think I don't know how to make mine do that either.
Yeah.
And so occasionally I've worried about having valid traces on there. Well, traces on there that weren't supposed to be.
Right.
That
Do you run the
doesn't.
DRC checks on there? Do your DRC checks find that?
Yeah, I would think that would. That
Yeah.
would you got you're crossing
Well, I
nets.
mean,
or
if it
something.
crossed something that was wrong, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, if it's a pin
But
connected
if
to
it's
ground
not-
and it didn't make any difference. I don't know. Like so far,
Yeah.
I haven't had any trailers left over that are a problem. It may be on there, but I don't know. Now, I really want to do another project where I have to use this before I forget, but if business would just slow down, I could play.
There you go. Or you could play and the business would slow down.
There.
I have not figured out how to do that.
Oh.
But no, that was fun. Thanks for throwing that out there, Walt. Gave me something to do
Yeah.
when I can't
Well,
sleep. I need something to think about.
I did the Knights tour also. So now you see the K jumping around on the chessboard for the Knights tour. But I used somebody else's original algorithm for the Knights tour because the Knights tour program I wrote a few years ago, I don't understand it, and I don't think anybody else could understand. It's such a mess. It works, but it's the most messy program you could ever imagine.
Most anything in Original Basic is that.
Yeah, you should look at that code. It'll blow you away. I mean, I got calls to subroutines and stuff that just seems to go nowhere. But the program, I got the program working, and I go, okay, I'm not touching any of this. I'm not going to try and fix it. You know, it's just really horrendous coding.
Well, I spent the week cleaning up all the FDOS and Motorola 680 or Altair 680 stuff I've had out for months. So I took a lot longer than I expected, but I did a complete reset of my office, and now I'm ready to go start something new. Although I have this Hazeltine 1510 terminal in my way. Anybody want a Hazeltine 1510? It works. But I had to move it in order to work on this one disk drive for all the FDOS and Altair 680 stuff. But now I have to put that back over there. What I really like to do is get it out of here because I don't want it anymore. I have very limited space and I have to choose what I'm going to keep. I'm just scared to death to put it on eBay and ship it. I mean, it's all one piece. It's not like a detachable keyboard or anything like that.
Yeah.
Did you know that VI's key bindings came from the arrow keys on an ADM3?
No.
Although as you learn
I know.
VI, it just seems like some really arbitrary stuff. The nice thing is your hands just don't have to move hardly.
That's why I don't like
Yeah.
graphical editors. I hate having to go to the mouse.
Yeah.
I just
So learning VI is a bitch, but once you have muscle memory, it was great. Unfortunately, I'm losing that because I don't use it hardly ever. I hate to lose it. It's one reason I always wanted to write one, but I did not realize that the JKL stuff was all just from the. Go look at a keyboard on an ADM3, and you'll see that they have the arrows there in the middle.
Speaking of which, I saw an ADM3 on for sale on eBay, but they wanted like $800 for it.
Yeah, that's the Altair of terminals.
Yeah.
Did you see there's a? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I used to have an ADM 31A, and that's what came with IMSAI when I got it. That was a very nice terminal, but I haven't seen any of those.
Do you still have it?
I don't have it anymore, unfortunately.
Yeah, because I've been working with a guy for probably 8 years now who has probably 40 ROMs for that thing to play Breakout, and it's a 680, it's a 6800 computer basically.
Yeah.
And so the engineers and all who built the thing, they made all sorts of games for it. They have what's I don't know, Patrick may have one behind him there. It was like Gallagher, or one of those first ones where you're going back and forth and you're hiding behind the bricks.
Oh, that's Space Invaders.
Space Invaders.
Space Invaders, there you go. Yeah, it had Space Invaders running on it. And I said, well, that's a pretty cool terminal.
It was.